We have tried in our approach to agents some different ways of having like a multi-agent approach to solving problems where basically like you have one system prompt that you iterate on over here. And then once you decide it's a certain type of problem, then you like change the system prompt, you add in a different prompt, or you hand it off to a different model. And our experience has been so far, and this is just one experience, but our experience has been so far that those systems end up being kind of brittle. They tend to struggle at reasoning across different types of tasks. And the cost aside, the better approach tends to be just take the biggest, most expensive model you possibly can, stick all the instructions into the context, and let it reason across the different things. I'll give you a specific example of a win we had here recently. So we used to have the ability for you to add custom instructions for certain types of operations. And the way that worked was when, for example, for writing, you could add like custom writing instructions. And when we called the tool that was used to grab the writing instructions, we would insert those custom instructions into that thing. That worked well for cases where the writing tool was being called appropriately. But if you had some custom instructions that were like, trying to give it hints of like when to write emails, or what types of examples to look up, or that wanted to handle like not just things during writing it during other times, it didn't work so well because these things only got plugged in at certain times. And what worked much better was this memories approach where we basically say, hey, we're going to take some customization instructions, we're going to add them into the master prompt, and we're going to include that in every call. And then you can have a customization that can be considered at any time. Like you could have a customization that's like, always address Nathan Lebenz as sir, right? And it could do that when writing else. It could do that when scheduling calendar events. It could do that in any situation. And that has proven to be like a much better user experience. It produces much better results from the AI. And so we used to have a model that was sort of like routing things to different AIs, and just the screw it, we're just going to put it in the main prompt has actually worked much better.